In today's wrap-up, former Prime Minister Arayik Harutyunyan has been elected as Nagorno-Karabakh's fourth president. Head of the Armenian Church, Catholicos Karekin II, has called for jailed former President Robert Kocharyan to be released. 44 more cases of coronavirus have been confirmed in Armenia. And the IMF releases a report and economic forecasts for Armenia. Former Karabakh Prime Minister Arayik Harutyunyan has won the second round runoff presidential election against current Foreign Minister Masih Ismailyan. Harutyunyan will be sworn in as Karabakh's fourth president on May 22nd. Preliminary results indicate that Harutyunyan garnered around 88% of the vote, whilst Ismailyan garnered around 12% of the vote. However, Ismailyan had called for a boycott of the second round and urged voters to not participate in the runoff poll. Turnout was just under 45%, significantly lower than the 73% turnout in the first round. Many political and prominent figures in both Armenia and Karabakh had questioned the responsibility of Stepanakert authorities for holding an election during a pandemic. Furthermore, Karabakh President Bako Saakyan had just declared a state of emergency on April 12 after 6 people tested positive for COVID-19. Harutyunyan is a former head of government and business magnate in Karabakh and has been accused by some Armenian monitoring groups of vote-buying schemes in the first round. Harutyunyan had also fostered friendly relations with post-revolutionary authorities in Yerevan before taking aim on Stepanakert, meaning that relations may be warmer compared to the current Karabakh authorities, which shared close relations with Armenia's old Republican Party regime. Head of the Armenian Church, Catholicos Karekin II, has called for jailed former President Robert Kocharyan to be released. The Armenian Patriarch stated that due to the coronavirus pandemic and Armenia's third president's own ailing health, Kocharyan should be released from detention. Karekin II said, "Human life is of utmost importance and caring for it is the responsibility of each of us." Robert Kocharyan is standing trial for the overthrow of constitutional order following the 2008 presidential elections and mass protests that followed that left 10 people dead. The Catholicos added that he would welcome measures being taken to free people who do not pose a threat to society. Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan's spokesperson, Manya Gevorkyan, said that the government has no comment on the wishes and hopes of the Catholicos, while the spokesperson of the chief prosecutor said that the statement of the Catholicos has nothing to do with criminal procedures. In early April, Kocharyan left jail to receive medical treatment in one of Yerevan's hospitals, with his lawyer stating that his health means he should not be incarcerated. He has since returned to jail. Robert Kocharyan has been in detention since December 2018. 44 more cases of coronavirus have been confirmed in Armenia, raising the total number of cases to 1,111. 32 more recoveries were also reported, with a record 735 tests for COVID-19 being conducted. One further death was also recorded, raising the death toll to 17. Health Minister Arsen Torosyan has insisted that the worst could still be ahead for Armenia, stating that by mid-May there could be as many as 3,500 cases. He urged citizens to stick to the government guidelines and not flout lockdown restrictions. He also stated that without proper medication and a vaccine, it is possible that a second outbreak could occur. And finally, the International Monetary Fund has predicted the worst blow to the global economy since the Great Depression of the 1930s. In its latest report, the World Economic Outlook report, the IMF is predicting the global economy will contract by 3% in 2020 and will spare almost no country. The GDP contraction in Armenia will be 1.5% in 2020, with a 4.8% forecast in 2021. Armenia's former economy minister, Vardan Petrosyan, estimates that the contraction will be much higher, up to 11% of GDP. In an interview with ＳիվիլNեթ, Petrosyan pinpoints the vulnerabilities of the Armenian economy. The reasons, besides the decline in economic activity and income and purchasing power of the population due to the pandemic, are also the continuing ban on travel of mainly migrant workers to Russia, hence a reduction in money remittances, and the devaluation of the Russian ruble, which will affect money transfers from Russia to Armenia, which accounts for 9% of Armenia's GDP in dollar terms. According to his calculations, Armenia's economy will lose $51 million every day. ＳիվիլNeթ's team visited the southwestern Yerevan neighborhood of Malatya Sebastia, colloquially known as Bangladesh. Our crew captured footage of the usually bustling neighborhood, showing residents continuing with their lives during the state of emergency.